morning, everybody. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Good morning. Calling the roll for the Monday, July 11th Board of Control meeting. It is 11:01. Joe Nani serving as an alternate for Dale Miller. Here. Levine Ross serving as an alternate for Nan Baker. Here. Trevor McAleer serving as an alternate for Purnell Jones.
Here.
Nicole English serving as an alternate for Mike Dever.
Here.
Mike Chambers serving as an alternate for Armin Budish.
Here.
Lee Tucker serving as an alternate for the fiscal officer.
Here.
And Shankita Walker serving as an alternate for Paul Porter.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, very good. Next on the agenda is the review of the minutes. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from July 5th. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Miss Lee Tucker. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? The minutes are approved. Is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Okay, let's go on to our first item.
First item, BC 2022-422, Department of Public Works, submitting an amendment to a contract with Buckeye Power Sales Company Incorporated for generator maintenance services for various county buildings for the period July 22nd, 2019 through July 21st, 2022, to extend the time period to July 21st, 2023, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $35,000.
Good morning, Tom Pavich, Public Works. This first item, we're requesting approval of amendment with Buckeye Power Sales. It's our generator maintenance and PM contract vendor. This was originally a competitive bid. We're just looking to do a one-year amendment to take advantage of, we worked with the vendor. They're offering us the same pricing, same service levels, and in today's supply chain issues, I think it's in the best interest of the county to take advantage of a one-year amendment that they're proposing.
Thank you, Tom. Questions from the board? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Nani. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Next item?
Next item, BC 2022-423, Department of Public Works, recommending an award and enter into a contract with CFM Incorporated, doing business as Carefree Maintenance Company, in the amount not to exceed $9,000 for sprinkler system maintenance services at various county buildings for the period May 18th, 2022 through October 31st, 2022.
Good morning, Tom Pavich, again, Public Works. This is the approval of a contract. It's a short-term contract for our sprinkler maintenance systems at, I believe, 6 county buildings. This was a competitive informal bid that resulted in one bid submission with CFM, and this is the submission for that.
Tom, thank you. Questions from the board? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve this item. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Nicole English. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved.
Thank you.
Next item.
Next item, BC 2022-424, Court of Common Pleas Corrections Planning Board, recommending an award and enter into an agreement with Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Services Board of Cuyahoga County in the amount not to exceed $100,000 for sober housing services for the Sober Recovery Housing Program for the period July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2024.
Okay. Anybody?
We've seen this contract before.
Yeah.
Start date. Be comfortable recommending approval. I know nobody likes to.
And I was on the meeting on Wednesday, and they did present it, and I agree. So if there's no objection from the board members, I'll make a motion to approve the item. Is there a second? Seconded by Mr. Nani. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Next item.
Next item, BC 2022-425, Department of Public Safety and Justice Services, recommending an award and enter into an agreement with City of Cleveland Department of Law in the amount not to exceed $146,617.62 for prosecution services for domestic violence and sexual assault cases in connection with the fiscal year 2021 Stop Violence Against Women Act Block Grant Program for the period January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2022.
Good morning, I'm Jill Smilek with Public Safety and Justice Services, presenting this contract today. This contract will pay for a portion of the salaries of 6 prosecutors and 2 paralegal law clerks who all specialize in prosecuting domestic violence cases. This has been pretty much continuous funding since at least 2009 and is a part of the robust domestic violence response in the city of Cleveland.
Okay, thank you. Questions from the board? Seeing no questions, I will make the motion to approve the item. Is there a second? Seconded by Ms. Ross. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Item is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item.
Next item, BC 2022-426, Department of Health and Human Services, Division of Senior and Adult Services, recommending an award and enter into a contract with Evolving Nurse in the amount not to exceed $10,000 for therapy and nursing services for Medicare and Medicaid recipients for the period April 1st, 2022 through March 31st, 2023.
Good morning, Marcos Cortez with Health and Human Services on behalf of Senior and Adult Services. Again, this is a contract with Evolving Nurse for nursing and therapy services. This contract was procured through an informal bid we released earlier this year. We only received 2 bids. Evolve Nurse gave us the better pricing option. The other response was from Renaissance Home Healthcare. These services are on an as-needed basis for senior and adults and are used to supplement the care provided to our DSAS clients. Nursing services can be skilled or non-skilled, and these services will be used to provide coverage during extended DSAS illness, vacation, or vacancies. Additionally, this contract will allow us to able to utilize physical and occupational therapists, of which DSAS does not employ.
Okay, thank you, Marcos. Are there questions from the board? Seeing no questions, I'll make a motion to approve the item. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Macular. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Next item.
Item BC 2022-427 has been referred to County Council at the request of Council President.
Okay, so noted. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Next item, BC 2022-428, Department of Public Works, recommending an alternative procurement process which will result in a participation agreement with the City of Brecksville Purchasing Consortium in the amount not to exceed $49,500 for the purchase of rock salt for the period November 1st, 2022 through October 31st, 2023.
Good morning, Tom Pavich, Public Works. This is approval of participation agreement with the City of Brecksville. We do this every year. We come back to the board. This allows us to join the City of Brecksville and I think 11 cities to purchase our rock salt in bulk. Every 3 years, we usually go out to bid and go with the lowest bidder. We have to vote on through the consortium. We did bid this last year. We went with the low bidder, which was Compass Minerals. We had some hiccups, so we rebid this year. The low bidder is Cargill. We're going to come back to the board in a few weeks with a purchase order for $49,000 with Cargill.
Okay, Tom, thank you. Questions from the board? Seeing none, I will make a motion to approve the item. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Nicole English. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item's approved.
Thank you.
Next item.
Next item, BC 2022-429, Department of Development, submitting an RFP exemption which will result in an award recommendation to Key Bank National Association in the amount not to exceed $1 million to provide a loan loss reserve on unsecured home repair, home improvement loans to qualifying homeowners, commencing upon contract signature of all parties for a period of 10 years.
Good morning, Sarah Parks Jackson with the Department of Development. This RFP exemption will allow us to provide a loan loss reserve to Key Bank for $1 million, which will provide us with $5 million worth of loans from Key Bank. Key Bank was chosen because it is an existing program that they have been involved in, and we wanted to keep the integrity of that program. Upon your approval of this exemption, the approval of the loan loss reserve will be heard by County Council.
Thank you, Sarah. Questions from the board? Since this is going council, Mr. Mackler, please.
Do you think this will be on council's July 19th agenda? Is that your goal?
It
Right?
is,
Okay.
yes.
And this is what we're referring to as the challenge
Yes,
program, formerly known as the challenge program?
formerly
Okay.
known as a challenge program, yes.
Okay, so then that'll get referred to committee and then hopefully passage for, okay,
There's
Thank you.
another piece that goes with it that will be also on the council agenda.
okay.
Okay. Any final questions on the item? Seeing none, I will make the motion to approve the item. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Ross. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Item's approved.
Thank you.
Moving on to the consent agenda.
We We are on items BC 2022-430 through 432.
Okay, board members, a couple items here. I think it's pretty straightforward. Are there any questions from the members? Seeing none, I will make the motion to approve today's consent agenda items as listed. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Nani, I believe I got him first. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Today's consent agenda items are approved. Other business.
We do have other business. We have time-sensitive mission critical, item BC 2022-433, Department of Health and Human Services, Division of Children and Family Services, recommending an award to One Child Every Chance Foundation in the amount not to exceed $24,999.99 for out-of-home emergency placement services for the period May 11th, 2022 through December 31st, 2022.
Good morning again, Marcos Cortez with Health and Human Services on behalf of Children and Family Services. This award, along with the next two time-sensitive mission criticals, are for emergency placements of a child. As you know, we unfortunately need to take children into custody that our current contracted providers cannot accept because of their high needs or for some other reason. These children need to be placed quickly, and DCFS staff must find a provider that is able to meet the needs of the child. The vendor is secured outside a formal competitive process, but in order to pay the vendor for services provided, we must seek a time-sensitive mission critical to be able to create the purchase order to pay the vendor. These children have already been placed, and generally, after we receive approval of the time-sensitive mission critical, we add the vendor to our master contract amendment via amendment so we can utilize their services going forward.
Thank you, Marcos. Are there questions on 433? Oh, yes, Mr. Mackler.
Good morning, Marcos. This one's located in Cleveland, right? According to the backup, it looks like they're here locally.
I'm not exactly sure. They might be. I mean, I didn't look at some of them are local, some of them are statewide, some of them are out of the state. So this one specifically, I'd have to verify that.
Usually the ones we see here tend to be not in Cuyahoga County, right? So I thought that was interesting. Do you know the per diem on this one?
Again, I didn't bring the backup with me, but I can provide all that information.
Could you get that for each
For
one,
all of them,
please,
yes.
if you can? Thank you.
Mr. Nani, please.
Just a quick follow-up, and I believe the backup materials state this, but for all of them, they're for specific kids already in our custody.
Yes,
correct?
they've already been placed
Okay.
into
There was
these
just a
places.
question from one of the council members last week relative to the recent news that's been in regarding DCFS, but these aren't being done as an emergency for that. These are to take care of existing kids. Just wanted to
Correct,
confirm.
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, at this time then, I'll make a motion to approve item 433. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Mackler. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed. The item is approved.
Thank you.
Next,
Hold on, Mark, we gotta zip through them. Yeah.
We could do them as a bunch.
No, let's just, we gotta read them in anyways to the record, so.
next item, BC 2022-434, Department of Health and Human Services, Division of Children and Family Services, recommending an award to the Buckeye Ranch Incorporated My Place Transitional Age Program in the amount not to exceed $24,999.99 for out-of-home emergency placement services for the period May 19th, 2022 through December 31st, 2022.
Good morning again, Marcos Cortez with Health and Human Services on behalf of Children and Family Services. Again, a time-sensitive mission critical for an emergency placement of a child.
Okay, board members, questions for Marcos on this one? Mr. Mackler?
Marcus, you might not know this, but I thought we've seen the Buckeye Ranch a couple times. I thought we added them, or have we
So-
not added them yet?
So sometimes we have a provider that's on our master, but when they responded to the RFP, they didn't specifically name like this specific building or site that they have. So if they're not specifically named and included in our master, even though we are contracted with them, we have to add them.
Okay, thank you.
I agree with you, Trevor, I've seen this before.
Right, that's what
Yeah,
I was
yeah, yeah.
wondering if there were, somehow we can incorporate all the locations.
So we are
instead
actually,
of
We've met with Paul Porter to discuss how to better do these time-sensitive mission criticals. We actually have a follow-up meeting on Thursday to talk about it. We do think that there's a more efficient way to do some of these instead of having to come to the Board of Control every time to add or to do a time-sensitive mission critical or to add a vendor that we already contract with.
Thank you.
Good, okay, glad to hear that. Any additional follow-up questions? Seeing none, I will make a motion to approve item 434. Is there a second? Seconded by Ms. Ross. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Item's approved. Next one.
Next item, BC 2022-435, Department of Health and Human Services, Division of Children and Family Services, recommending an award to Hermitage Hall in the amount not to exceed $24,999.99 for out-of-home emergency placement services for the period June 23rd, 2022 through December 31st, 2022.
Good morning again, Marcos Cortez with Health and Human Services on behalf of Children and Family Services. Again, this is a time-sensitive mission critical for an emergency placement of a child.
Thank you, Marcos. Questions from the board on this item? I wanted to give you a second. You're good. Take your time. Seeing no questions from the board, I'll make a motion to approve the item. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. McAleer. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Moving on to any other business?
No other business
Any public comment?
and no public comment.
I will make the motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Lee Tucker. All in favor to adjourn, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.